I'm meteorologist Gil Rosette. I am in Johnson's Park in Highland Park, New Jersey on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, continuing the trend of the nice weather for this weekend. Outdoor plans have been a go. You can continue that again for the second half of the weekend as we're watching sunshine, warm temperatures in the lower 70s. That's what we're going to reach today, especially for areas away from the coast. Along the shores, a little cooler, upper 50s, lower 60s, but overall a very nice way to end the weekend. You can see proof of that behind me. Now, you've been noticing, if you look up, some high clouds. Yesterday, perhaps not even a cloud to be found. That's because high pressure was firmly in control. Today, high pressure is going to start to nudge its way slowly east and lose its grip, if you will, on keeping the skies as bright as they were yesterday. Already seeing signs of that going into effect and taking place today, with high pressure moving away, moving a little further east out into the ocean. With that said, what that's doing is allowing moisture to come in from the west. There's a weather disturbance coming out of the Ohio Valley, and we're seeing some signs of that already with the sky cover with some high clouds and not as bright as we saw yesterday. And that's going to be the trend later today, this evening, and overnight as we watch more and more clouds gather. But before that happens, again, outdoor plans, go ahead and make them. No rain in the forecast for the daylight hours today. High pressure will stay in effect and stay in control enough today to keep the skies dry. But again, those clouds will become more evident later this evening and overnight. And after reaching a high in the lower 70s today, will drop only into the lower 50s for many areas tonight. Some suburbs may drop into the upper 40s. But again, if you go out tonight, you'll notice the clouds. Still no rain. That's going to come tomorrow to start the work week, because by then, on Monday, high pressure is not going to be anchored enough and in place enough to protect us from that moisture out west in the Ohio Valley. So by tomorrow, a good chance of rain, especially in the afternoon, and particularly for areas in western and southern New Jersey. The models are still not in agreement, really, as to how much of that moisture will cover more of the area. Whether it will include New York City and Long Island, still yet to be seen. That'll come with time as the models come into better agreement and consensus later today. But the idea is, again, the trend will be from brighter to grayer and from warmer to cooler as we shift the winds to off the ocean. Okay, that's a wind direction that's allowing moisture to come in. And with a weather disturbance moving in from the west, the combination of the two, that's going to set the stage for a gray, cool, and eventually wet start to the work week on Monday, and especially, or particularly, Tuesday as well. So changes are coming, but again, for today, I have to turn around and look back again and enjoy that sky, because there will be changes coming after the low 70s and generally sunny skies today. Cloudy tomorrow, and with that wind off the ocean, only in the lower 60s or so inland and upper 50s away from the coast, at the coast I should say, because that wind will be more apparent right along the shore, and it will be cooler everywhere, but particularly along the shore at the beaches. Only upper 50s, so quite a change coming tomorrow. And we'll continue that gray, cool trend into Tuesday as well. I think by Wednesday we'll lose the grip of that weather system, so I don't think we'll see any rain on Tuesday, but still staying with that onshore wind for the middle of the week. So again, remaining cool by then for the middle of the week in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Again, the trend by the end of the week turns around once more, shifting the winds again to the south and southwest. If you remember, that wind direction allows temperatures to get warmer. And I think by Thursday and Friday, we'll get that high temperature back to the 70-degree mark once again. So changes coming this early week, and then changes again for the positive by the end of the week with warmer conditions. Once again, meteorologist Gil Rosette in Johnson's Park in Highland Park, New Jersey, enjoying the day today. Not so happy to mention about the change, the cooler weather, the wet weather moving in for the start of the work week. But again, by the end of the week, the sun is back, and high temperatures will reach 70 degrees by Thursday and Friday.